Good morning, brothers and sisters. I testify to glorify the great works of that living God that manifests here in church, because through the gift of prophecy, the Lord had announced to me that my husband was going to go through a difficult illness in which he would be sad and I would be sad, but not to allow myself to be influenced by whatever the doctors may say, because he was going to be glorifying himself in his body through a miracle. And brothers and sisters, I'd like to testify my husband was diagnosed with a basal cell carcinoma on his right ear. And he required surgical intervention because the cancer had consumed 3 centimeters of his ear. Those 3 centimeters had to be surgically removed. But for the honor and glory of the Lord, he glorified himself. He healed him from the cancer, but as well, his ear cartilage, that upper right round part of his ear, grew back. The Lord performed that great miracle and restored his ear after the doctors had removed it surgically. And the Lord glorified himself just that he has promised in prophecy, in his perfect word. He said, "Do not worry, daughter, because I will be restoring his body and I will be healing him. His word has been fulfilled." I have testified to give honor and glory to the Lord.
I testify that a few years ago I was diagnosed with keratoconus in my eyes. The keratoconus was so advanced that they needed to do surgery. The doctors tried to do everything possible for me not to lose my sight, but I would see how my eyesight was getting worse in gigantic steps. The doctors once told me that I would lose all of my vision by the age of 40. Brothers and sisters, I was very sad, and I confess that when I prayed, I did not pray with faith, but with worry for the Lord to heal me, because I would get very sad when I would travel. I could not see any of His creations in the way that I used to before. But after I heard a teaching, I understood that here on earth or in eternity, God was going to give me my vision back. I began to pray differently, and I told the Lord to forgive me for being so sad all those months. It was almost a year in which my eyesight would get worse and worse. At a doctor's appointment, they told me you need to check your eyes again because the glasses that you have at this time are not good. I thought it was strange because 2 weeks prior to that appointment, I had gotten new glasses. When I went to them to check my vision again, the doctors would do the same tests many times because they could not believe that I did not have to say it, but the doctor said it. It was a miracle from God that the keratoconus had reversed, so much so that I didn't need glasses. And this I testified to give the honor and glory to God.